So you have watched all the wash days and all the hair growth tip videos, and you still do not know how to build your own. I got you. Hi, I'm Vicky with a K, and today I wanted to help you build your own effective hair regimen that is personalized to your hair and what your hair needs. Now, let's be honest, we might all have, the same hair goals, which is like to grow long, beautiful, healthy hair, but our routines are going to be different depending on what our hair needs. This video is just to help you get started and build a solid foundation routine that you can then build on as time goes. Now, all links will be in the description box below, as well as a link to the Mindful Hair Growth Journal that is free for you to download in case you ever need help. It has pages such as a wash day builder and like a routine check-in as well, so it might help you. Check it out in the description down below. Step number one is to get inspiration. Now, if you've listened to the intro of this video, you might have already done this, but in case you haven't, get inspiration and follow people who have what you want. So the first person you can follow is Hairlicious. There is Healthy Hair Junkie as well, and Dina J right here on YouTube, and I'll leave their links below. And there's also Shun, who has recently gone natural, but all her relaxer videos are still up. So the next step is to have a look at what you're currently doing. Now, when it comes to your routine, even though you might not think that you have a routine, you actually have one. So I would say have a look at the last 6 months of your hair journey and ask yourself a few of these questions. Now, these questions will kind of help you assess your routine and help you build something that will be sustainable and personalized to your hair and to your lifestyle as well. So you're going to ask yourself questions such as, how often do you relax your hair? How often do you wash your hair? How often do you use heat? How often do you do your trims? What tools and products do you currently use? What protective styles have you been using? And how often you do protein treatments. You want to make sure that you don't skip this step because it's going to be the foundation that you're going to build on. Step number 3 is to then have a look at your problems. This is the part where you then take stock of your hair and kind of look at the state of your hair and what you would like to improve. There are a lot of different problems that you might have, and this is why the first step was important along with this step, because then in the third step, this is when we're going to put everything together. But for this, you might have thinning, you might also have dehydrated hair, dry hair, brittle hair. Your hair might be looking a little bit limp, you might have edges that are thinning away. You might also have a look at your hair and realize, you have a bit of split ends as well. So now, once you're having a look at your problems, assess the state of your hair, and then we're going to move on to step 4. And step 4 is actually finding the solution. This is the easiest part. If you've done step 1 and you've done step 2, finding a solution is then going to be easy because you've had a look at what you're doing and the problems that are accompanied by. So now we're going to move on to the adjustments that you kind of need to make in order to address your challenges and to address your problems. If you're still watching at this point of the video, comment hair goals down below and like another lady's comment as well, because we're getting our hair goals this year and we're doing it together. We're doing it as a group, as a community, and I'm so excited to just, for us to just go grab our goals this year, to just get it done. But yeah, leave that comment down below and like another lady's comment, and I'm just gonna continue. All right, I'm just gonna continue. But if you have found that one of your problems is a thinning hairline, one of the causes of a thinning hairline can be over manipulation of your edges, as well as doing protective styles that are too tight. Now, when you look at your answers in step 2 about how often you do protective styles, if you do find that you do a lot of protective styles, then this is one of the things that you want to look out for. And now, common fixes that you can do and incorporate into your regimen that can then help you address thinning hairlines. Obviously, avoid manipulating your hairline. That means that some days your baby edges are not going to be laid. Your baby edges might not be laid on some days, and you have to be okay with it because you have to understand that you're in the process of growing out your edges. So another thing that you might also want to incorporate are scalp massages using oils that stimulate growth, as well as maybe eliminating protective styles or avoiding tight protective styles for a certain period while you are regrowing your edges. So if you have identified dry hair to be one of your problems, and then you look at your current routine in step 2 and you find that you only, do wash days once a month, then one of the common fixes for you would then to be incorporating more moisturizing deep conditioners and obviously washing your hair a bit more often. And then it could also be you incorporating moisturizing and sealing in between your wash days to make sure that your hair is hydrated, is moisturized throughout that period. So this is a little bit of a preview. As you go about this, you will realize that your fixes will be different depending on what your current routine is, and that's the part that allows you to personalize everything. So now once you've done step 1, step 2, step 3, step 4, we are now at the very end, and this is the plan. We are now going to put together an effective plan for you. So once you know the things that you have to do in order to reach your goals, we have to now come up with the when. When are you going to do all those things that you have identified as possible solutions for your problems? So for this part, you can either grab a notepad or you can grab my Mindful Hair Growth Journal, linked down below. It's free. And the best part, the one part that I like about it, the best part about it actually, I meant to say that, was that it actually follows a 3-step process where you set your intentions at the beginning of the month, you monitor yourself along the month or during the month. Then once you get to the end, you then reassess how well you've done and how much your hair has progressed. And if you're in the process of building a routine, you need to be able to have a look back at your routine to see and understand what could be working, what might need more time to put into effect. So you might want to grab that. So for example, a sample routine for a person with breakage might look something like this. It might look like a wash day with a moisturizing deep conditioner every single week, a protein deep conditioner every 4 weeks, a month of no heat, and then low manipulation or protective styles between your wash days. So this will all be determined by the problems and the current routine that you have, and then once you have your current routine, you will then build on it based on what your hair needs. Now this is just going to be the foundation of your regimen, and you're just going to start with the things that you have to do, move on to the things that you kind of want to do and try out, and keep building on it as you go. Now, if one of the problems that you have is hair shedding, I actually have a solution for you. There's a video that I made that has helped me drastically decrease my shedding, and I'll leave it linked right here for you to watch. I'll see you guys next time.